practices with this aspiration to be a benefit to beings, not to harm them, to benefit them. And in our understanding, the best benefit is to actually, for beings to be liberated from cyclic existence. And we aim to become Buddhas in order to help beings to be free in this way. So generate those thoughts in your own way. So Venerable Chodu has laid out the sadhana for us, helping us to generate these various mind states. And she starts by having us think about all of our potential, all the kind of positive qualities that we can develop. Infinite love, compassion, wisdom, skillful means. So imagine what it would feel like to be those qualities. Just let yourself be love, be wisdom, try to feel the expansiveness and peace in your heart, the wisdom that it takes to have this kind heart, to be unencumbered in any way, vast and expansive. You can take in everything that's happening in this world, reaching out to every being, human and otherwise, to benefit each one. So now imagine that these qualities of love, compassion, wisdom, skillful means appear in front of you in the form of Shakyamuni Buddha. So imagine this Buddha in front of you, in the space in front of you made of radiant, transparent light. He's sitting on a throne, above which is an open lotus flower and cushions of the sun and moon discs. This entire visualization is made of radiant, transparent light, but you're imagining a living being with a light body. So you feel yourself in the presence of the Buddha. But Buddha's body is golden in color. He wears the robes of a monastic. His right hand, with the palm down, rests on his right knee. And the earth touching mudra. And his left hand is in his lap holding a bowl of nectar. And this nectar is the medicine to cure our afflictions and all of our hindrances. And the Buddha's face is very beautiful. You can look at the Buddha's eyes. He's smiling. His eyes are smiling. He's looking at you with total acceptance. And as he looks at you, he's also encompassing all sentient beings. The Buddha's eyes are very peaceful, long and narrow. His lips are red and his earlobes are long. Imagine rays of light radiating from every pore of the Buddha's body. This golden light going out to all the parts of the universe, touching beings, carrying them in a miniature Buddhas to help beings. And as they complete their work, they dissolve back into the Buddha. The Buddha is surrounded by the entire lineage of spiritual teachers, all the meditational deities, innumerable other Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Arhats, Dakas, Dakinis, Dharma protectors. And at the side, near each spiritual mentor, is an elegant table, and on it are Dharma books. The sounds of the Dharma fill the air. And they're all so happy that we're here doing this together. Imagine their minds just blissful and peaceful, gazing at all sentient beings. So you imagine that actually you were surrounded by all sentient beings in human form. Your mother of this life is on your left. Your father of this life is on your right. Any people you have difficulty with, you imagine in front of you, facing the Buddha, keeping them there for protection. Family and friends are nearby. Countless strangers fill the space around you. And all of us are looking to the Buddha for guidance. So first we need to cultivate a sense of refuge. So we think of all the dangers of cyclic existence. Just think about how things are not secure. We run into dissatisfaction, often dukkha, often. And people, all the beings around us, all the sentient beings around us, are also in the same boat, floundering in cyclic existence. And many of them have not met any kind of teachings that will help them out of this quagmire. So we generate compassion. And now think of the wonderful qualities of the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and generate this sense of confidence in them, in their ability to guide you out of all of these recurring problems. To take refuge, we need to causes this kind of concern, this kind of alarm, fear type, and also this confidence and faith and the compassion. So it is possible, on the basis of your present life and mind, to free yourself from all of these undesirable experiences. So resolve to explore that possibility to the fullest. Feel great trust and confidence in the three jewels, and open your heart to rely upon them to guide you and others from all of these difficulties of cyclic existence, and bring us to the peace, liberation, full awakening. So as we do these refuge verses, starting here, now we're on the top of page 21, we'll be taking refuge in the Buddha, and we imagine actually leading all of the sentient beings around us and going for refuge. And we visualize white, radiant light flowing from all of the Buddhas, the spiritual mentors, the Bodhisattvas, all of these holy beings flowing into us and all the beings around us. And this light completely purifies all of our destructive karmic imprints and afflictions. And it also brings all the realizations of the path. So put your hands in prayer position. Namo Namo Buddhaya. Namo Dhamaya. Nama Sangaya. Namo Guruya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Dharmaya. Nama Sangaya. So feel that you've come under the protection of the three jewels. And now we turn our thoughts to others and think about how much we depend on other beings for everything that we have, everything we know, everything we use, everything we enjoy. Our food, clothing, resources of every kind. These come due to the efforts of others. Our knowledge, talents, good qualities, these too are developed due to the kindness of others. And our ability to practice the Dharma certainly depends on others who brought the teachings to us over the millennia, by generating realizations in their mind and teaching. So this is a very great kindness, all of these things we want to bring to mind. Our innermost wish is to be free from suffering. And this is the case for everyone else as well. We want to be happy. All beings want to be happy. And like us, they encounter many difficulties, problems, sufferings. And usually, actually, their difficulties are more so than our own. Not always, but often. And when we examine our capacity to help beings, we find that we're actually quite limited. And we know from our practice that if we can reduce our anger, our attachment, our ignorance, our various faults, and if we can increase all of our good qualities, we're really going to be in a position to benefit beings. Imagine if we had just this generous heart, gives so easily, takes delight in giving, the kind of ethics that doesn't harm, has that just ingrained fortitude, loving kindness, compassion, wisdom. We'll be in excellent position to help beings by having our good qualities developed. And if we develop them fully, like Buddha does, then we'll be able to be of the greatest benefit to beings. So we generate this altruistic intention in order to be able to benefit beings most effectively. So as we take refuge and generate bodhicitta, imagine that light is flowing into you from all of these Buddhas and holy beings, and it's flowing into you and all the sentient beings around you. So we're on the top of page 22. I take refuge until I have awakened in the Buddhas, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By the merit I create by engaging in generosity and the other far-reaching practices, may I attain Buddhahood in order to benefit all sentient beings. I take refuge until I have awakened in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By the merit I create by engaging in generosity and the other far-reaching practices may I attain Buddhahood in order to benefit all sentient beings. I take refuge until I have awakened in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By the merit I create by engaging in generosity and the other far-reaching practices may I attain Buddhahood in order to benefit all sentient beings. So imagine the Buddha is so pleased with your altruistic intention. And a replica emerges from the Buddha, comes to the crown of your head, melts into golden light, flows into you. Feel that you and the Buddha have become inseparable. Feel very close to the Buddha and allow your mind to be transformed and inspired. Let go of all conceptions you have about yourself. Let go of any self-denigrating thoughts. Let go of the concept of inherent existence and meditate on emptiness. As your heart appears a small Buddha made of light. He radiates the light of wisdom and compassion in all directions throughout the entire universe. And this light transforms all sentient beings into Buddhas and all environments into pure lands, which are places where all the circumstances are conducive to practicing the Dharma and generating realizations. So imagine this. You've transformed all sentient beings into Buddhas and all environments into pure lands in your imagination. Well, why hasn't this become a reality? We sentient beings have bias, prejudice, we lack love, compassion, and joy. So now we want to wish ourselves and others to have all of these qualities. So we contemplate the four immeasurables. We do this to reinforce our own felt experience of love, compassion, joy, and equanimity for everyone. Friends, strangers, enemies, relatives, people you don't like, people you don't trust, anyone, everyone. So as we say those four immeasurables, you want to listen to yourself say the words and contemplate as you recite. We'll pause between each of the four. May all sentient beings have happiness and its causes. May all sentient beings be free of suffering and its causes. May all sentient beings not be separated from sorrowless bliss. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free of bias, attachment, and anger. So, in order to activities, and we need a lot of merit. We need to abandon things and adopt things. So when we do this 7 limb prayer, this encompasses all this abandoning and adopting things. So we'll pause after each line. And you want to put your hands in the prayer position, please. Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind. So imagine yourself and all the beings, the sentient beings around you, making prostrations to all the holy beings in front of you in the field of merit, repeatedly prostrating. And present clouds of every type of offering, actual and mentally transformed. So imagine offering everything beautiful to the Buddha and all the holy beings. You could fill the sky with offerings, make it very lovely and beautiful. You can think of flowers and fields and just everything that you love. Offer to all the holy beings. You can do this repeatedly. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginning this time. So now we do a glance meditation of the 4 powers. So for this, bring to mind something that you wish to purify, some fault or mistake. Bring it clearly to mind and generate regret for that. And then the other permanent powers of taking refuge and generating bodhicitta, which we're doing in the practice. The practice itself will be the remedial action, but make a determination not to do this action again. And rejoice in the virtues of all holy and ordinary beings. So think of common sentient beings like ourselves, the holy beings, and delight and take, rejoice in all of the virtue created by any kind of being. Let go of any jealousy, envy, and just rejoice in the goodness in the world. Use your own life experience. Think of things, people that you want to rejoice. And the next verse. Please remain until cyclic existence ends. So now we offer a double dorje. This symbolizes long life, and we offer this to the holy beings. We do this requesting them to live long, to always be a part of our life, and you can do this multiple times in your imagination. And then the next verse. And turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. So again, make this offering. You're offering with both hands this beautiful 1,000-spoke Dharma wheel, golden in color. Offering this to the teachers and the Buddhas to guide you and to continue to teach the Dharma. And then the 7th one. I dedicate all the virtues of myself and others to the Great Awakening. So now we steer these limbs toward full awakening for ourselves and all beings. Now we'll offer the mandala. Here we imagine everything beautiful in the universe, offering it to all the holy beings with the wish that they will continue to teach and guide us and that we can generate realizations in our mind. sun and moon, imagined as a Buddha land and offered to you. May all beings enjoy this pure land. The objects of attachment, aversion, and ignorance, friends, enemies, and strangers, my body, wealth, and enjoyments, I offer these without any sense of loss. Please accept them with pleasure and inspire me and others to be free from the three poisonous attitudes. Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kamniryatayami. So imagine all the holy beings just delighted, and they receive your offerings. And the offerings melt into light and dissolve into them, and these all absorb into the Buddha's heart. And then immediately he radiates light back to you, filling your body and mind. And this light inspires you to accomplish the path to full awakening. So in order to progress along the path, we need to develop realizations. And in order to do this, we need the inspiration of the lineage of spiritual mentors, especially your principal teacher or your root guru, who is the one who has touched your heart deeply. If you don't have a specific teacher, just think about Shakyamuni Buddha, or maybe you have a connection in your mind with his holiness. And we make this request on page 25. Glorious and precious root guru, sit upon the lotus and moon seat on my crown, guiding me with your great kindness. Bestow upon me the attainments of your body, speech, and mind. And so then, at this point, you imagine that a replica of your teacher in the aspect of the Buddha emerges from the Buddha in front of you. And it comes to sit on a lotus and moon disc on the crown of your head, facing the same direction as you. So then this Buddha on the crown of your head is going to act as an advocate for you to request inspiration from the entire field of merit as we continue the request. And we're doing a long one on page 26. Buddha, unequal teacher and guide, venerable protector Maitreya, successor, superior Sangha prophesied by Buddha, to you three Buddhas and Bodhisattvas I make request. Buddha, head of the Shakya clan, the foremost guide, peerless in expounding emptiness, Manjushri, embodiment of the Buddha's complete wisdom, exalted Nagarjuna, best of the superiors who sees the profound meaning. To you three crowning jewels of clear exposition I make request. Atisha, upholder of this great vehicle, who sees the profundity of dependent arising. Drome, ricochet, elucidator of this great path. To these two ornaments of the world I make request. Avalokiteshvara, great treasure of obligious compassion. Manjushri, masteress, flawless wisdom. Tsongkhapa, crown jewel of the snowy land sages. Losangapa, I make request at your feet. Holder of the white lotus, embodiment of all the conqueror's compassion. Guide benefiting migrating beings in the land of snow mountains and beyond. Sole deity and refuge, Chinzen Gatso, at your feet I make request. The eyes to whom the vast scriptures are seen, supreme doors for the fortunate who would cross over to spiritual freedom, illuminators whose wise means vibrate with compassion. To the entire line of spiritual mentors I make request. So imagine all of the figures in the field of merit melting into light, dissolving into the central figure of the Buddha in front of you. All the Buddhas, the Bodhisattvas, the Arhats, Dakas, Dakinis, Dharma protectors, all of these beings melt into light and dissolve into the central figure of Shakyamuni Buddha. And now Shakyamuni Buddha embodies the three jewels. And this Buddha absorbs to the Buddha on the crown of your head. as we recite the Buddha's mantra, try to let your mind be very open, receptive. Imagine this white light flowing into you from the Buddha on the crown of your head. It purifies all your negativities, all your obscurations, and it generates within you the realizations of the stages of the path. So we'll recite the Buddha's mantra together. Tayata Om Mune Mune Maha Mune Soha. 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 Now, establish the visualization of Shakyamuni Buddha above the crown of your head, made of golden, transparent, radiant light, a living being. And this Buddha melts into light and dissolves into you. Your body, speech, and mind become inseparable from those of the Buddha. page that we're on in the sadhana, which is 27. Due to this merit may we soon attain the awakened state of Guru Buddha, that we may be able to liberate all sentient beings from their suffering. May the precious Bodhi mind not yet born arise and grow. May that born have no decline, but increase forevermore.
Hey, thank you for watching. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna do some martial arts workout and then some yoga. I'm feeling a little tired, so I'm stalling. I really don't feel like doing any of this today, but for the sake of discipline and for good merit, I'm doing it. I'm gonna do some breathing exercises in a minute. And I'm going to read a little bit from the Dhammapada. The practice we just did, the meditation, it comes from these Buddhist nuns at Travesti Abbey, and they're led by the Venerable Thubten Chodron, who's a really cool Buddhist nun. She's an environmentalist. She doesn't like Trump, so I like her. I don't like Trump. I learned about these Buddhist nuns when I was in prison, when I was a political prisoner here in the USA for 2.5 years, and I'm still on probation from this experience as a political prisoner. So I made a Facebook post saying that if the people who did January 6th in DC after Trump lost the election, if they try that here in Florida, I was encouraging people to defend the state capitol from Trump's insurrectionists. And because of that Facebook post, the FBI SWAT team kicked down my door and took me to federal prison, put me in solitary confinement, and I ended up in prison for 2.5 years. And of that time, I spent an entire year in solitary confinement. So that's considered torture by NATO and the rest of the world. I was attacked. The guards would put, Nazi kid in my cell and have him attack me, and I'd have to choke him out and pin him against the wall until the guards came and took him away. He didn't have good jiu-jitsu. But, so, this is what they do. I had to go on hunger strike, so I would spiritualize my struggle when I was in prison. And I would practice Buddhism and yoga like I always have my whole life since I was in high school. And I would go on hunger strikes to get vegetarian and vegan food, and to raise awareness about other political prisoners. I would go on hunger strike, especially on the new moon and the full moon. These are fasting days, but I've gone weeks without food when I was on hunger strike in prison. So yeah, please like, share, and subscribe my content, my channel, raise awareness about my situation, because I'm still experiencing targeted harassment from FBI agents, from the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, from Florida Department of Law Enforcement, Leon County Sheriff's Department, Tallahassee Police Department. Because I'm a political activist, because I'm on the left, because I'm anti-fascist, they continue to send informants to try to set me up. People try to entrap me. People have tried to extort me since I got out of prison. I had to drop my appeals, even though I had a strong case, because these informants came and were trying to entrap me and get me caught up in a RICO case involving Cop City in Atlanta. And that's why Georgia Bureau of Investigation is after me, because I knew somebody who was shot by the police there, So, I try to raise awareness about the situation. Just last week, there was people, while I was working, trying to get me to verbally, uh, you know, uh, commit to illegal things. If you say something, you can be charged with a crime. And so every day, every week, people come up to me and try to get me to say something inflammatory. Uh, and I'm not doing any of that stuff. I've been a Buddhist and a yoga teacher my whole life. And I've been peacefully protesting, um, doing hunger strikes and things like that. And if you live like Gandhi, if you live like Dr. King, you will get shot. And the powers that be will kill you. And that's the world we live in. So, I've been trying to live like these people I admire. And because of that, I continue to face targeted harassment. And they'll probably come and lock me up again one day soon on trumped up charges, because I can see, people continuously approaching me trying to get me to verbally commit to political violence and things like that. And I'm not doing anything like that, and I don't. So I digress. That's my speech for the day. I'm going to read a little bit from this book, the Dhammapada. This is like the Buddhist Bible that the Buddhist nuns sent me when I was in prison. Most of my tattoos are Buddhist themed or political. And then I'm going to do some breathing exercises, Wim Hof breathing exercises. And then we'll do the martial arts workout and then the yoga. So thank you for watching. Again, please like, share, and subscribe to raise awareness about my situation, because there are hundreds of thousands of us political prisoners all over the world, and especially in the USA, especially following the 2020 uprisings. So, let's see. I'm looking for these verses where the Buddha talks about how we become what we think about. I had another Dhammapada when I was in prison, but the guards took it away because they like to do whatever little thing they can do to increase your suffering, even if it violates your religious rights. As a bee, without harming the flower, its color or scent flies away, collecting only the honey. Even so, should the sage wander in the village. One should give up anger. One should abandon pride. One should overcome all fetters. Evil never befalls them who cling not to mind and body, and is passionless. Those who check their uprisen anger as though it were a rolling chariot, them I call a true charioteer. Other charioteers are merely holding the reins. One should utter the truth. One should not be angry. One should give even from a scanty store to them who ask. Along these three paths, one may go to the presence of the gods. Conquer anger by love. Conquer evil by good. Conquer the stingy by giving. Conquer the liar by truth. Those sages who are harmless and are ever restrained in body go to the deathless state, where they never grieve. Happily do we live without hate amongst the hateful. Amidst hateful men we dwell, unhating. Victory breeds hatred. The defeated live in pain. Happily the peaceful live, giving up victory and defeat. If by giving up a lesser happiness, one may behold a greater one, let the wise give up the lesser happiness in consideration of the greater happiness. Those who wish their own happiness by causing pain to others are not released from hatred, being themselves entangled in the tangles of hatred. What should have been done is left undone. What should not have been done is done. Of those who are puffed up and heedless, the corruptions increase. Those who always earnestly practice mindfulness of the body, who follow not what should not be done, and constantly do what should be done. Of those mindful and reflective ones, the corruptions come to an end. as an elephant in the battlefield withstands the arrows shot from a bow, even so will I endure abuse. Most people are undisciplined. Formerly, the mind went wandering wherever it liked, as it wished, and as it listed. Today, with attentiveness, I shall completely hold it in check. Take delight in heedfulness. Guard your mind well. So I'm going to do the breathing exercises. Okay. So there's no substitute for a teacher for meditation and martial arts and yoga, but it's good to do this routine at home on your own, because then you'll have the foundation to practice on your own when you can't go to a teacher or to the school to martial arts. Breathing exercises are good for lung capacity, but it's better to exercise hard and go for a run and do breathing exercises and the yoga so that you're always aware of your breath, right? So I'm going to lay down, do this breathing exercise.
Hi guys, welcome. This is a guided breathing session. Relax to the deepest. Lie down, sit down, whatever it takes. Relax. Are you ready?
I'm going to sit.
Here we go. Round number 1. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Just go with the flow of the breath. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, into the belly, into the chest, and let go. Like a wave. Make it circular. Pulling in, letting go. Just keep on going. No pause between inhalation and exhalation. Ten more. Pulling in, let it go. it all we got. Last one. Breathe in and let go. All right. 1 minute breath hold from now on. Be in this moment. Let the body do what the body is capable of doing. Be aware of your heartbeat. Slow it down and just be in this moment. Let that relaxation spread down to your toes, into your fingertips, to the base of your neck and head. You are almost there. Do you want to prolong your breath hold? Pause the video now and continue when you feel the urge to breathe. Okay, recovery breath in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in and hold for 15 seconds. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Round number 2. Back into that rhythm. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Into the belly, into the chest, and let go. Like a wave. Make it circular. Breathe in, letting go. Just keep on going. No pause between inhalation and exhalation. In with peace, out with stress. Ten more. Fully in, let it go. Nice, deep, circular breaths. 5 more. Let's give it all we got. Last one. Fully in. And on the exhale, stop. 1.5 minutes breath hold from now on. Feel, become aware of your body. If your hands and feet are tingling, or you feel your body temperature is changing, that's okay. You're doing fantastic. If you need to breathe before I give the cue, that's okay. You are almost there. Do you want to prolong your breath hold? Pause the video now and continue when you feel the urge to breathe. When you are ready, fully in and hold for 15 seconds. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Round number 3. Back into that rhythm. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. In with the relaxation. Out with the stress. In, out. In, out. In, out. Into the belly. Into the chest and let go. Like a wave. Make it circular. Breathe in, letting go. Just keep on going. No pause between inhalation and exhalation. In with peace, out with stress. Ten more. Breathe in, let it go. Nice, deep, circular breaths. 5 more. Let's give it all we got. Last one. Breathe in. And on the exhale, stop. 1.5 minutes breath hold from now on. Become aware of the blood running through your veins, your heart beating. Feel. Thirty seconds left. You are almost there. Do you want to prolong your breath hold? Pause the video now and continue when you feel the urge to breathe. All right. Breathe in and hold for 15 seconds. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Let your breathing return to normal as you finish up the round. Move your body bit by bit, starting with your fingers and your toes. Let your breathing normalize. If you like this guided breathing session, we got more for you. We got a free app on our website. Download it. It's good stuff.
So that's Wim Hof. He has a really good breathing exercise routine. He recommends taking ice baths, which I hate. I don't even like cold showers, but it's probably good for you, especially if you train a lot or you work really hard. So I'm tired. I've been stalling before the workout because I also just ate and I'm trying to give myself time to digest. But it's time to get to it. So I found some copyright-free workout music. So we'll try to go with that. And I look for instrumental stuff, but that's what we got today. So I've been doing this workout for a while, and it's based on the high intensity interval training style, where we're going to do 1 minute full body cardio, 1 minute of legs, 1 minute upper body, 1 minute of core, over and over again. So that's like 4 minutes sets over and over, and that's 4 1 minute sets of 4 different types of exercise. So we'll start with some basic kickboxing, 3 punches and a kick basically, and then kicks, and then punching, boxing combos, and then head movement to exercise the core. And then basically follow that format with grappling drills, wrestling drills, kickboxing, some traditional martial arts. So if you want to take a screenshot and follow along, these are the exercises, especially the ones with the star. That's what we're going to do today. And you can follow along later. These are the boxing combinations, right, that I'm going to be working on. Really basic stuff, but I'm still working on it. I don't claim to be really good at anything except grappling. You know, I have a bunch of jiu-jitsu medals. But, so yeah, I'm trying to stay in shape while I'm saving up to go back to the gym, because MMA gyms are expensive. I train Fight Win. Trying to catch up on the bills because summer is slow here. I'm trying to lose this and stay in shape, get in better shape so I can hit the ground running when I get back to the gym. So yeah, follow along. I'm going to clean up the room and get ready, and then we'll get started. So drink some water and some pre-workout or whatever you got to do. And I'm going to shut the door so that it gets hot in here, because I need to sweat. Normally I leave the door open for the cats to come and go, but they're outside enjoying the weather. Okay, I lied. I brought the cats inside because it's about to rain. They're gonna get a workout too and chase the laser. He's like, show me the treats, and I'll chase the laser. Nice. there's a story about a Buddhist monk who was like only partially educated because he was stupid. And his brother was also a monk, and the other monks at the temple he was at were all very intelligent and highly educated, like princes and aristocrats before they became monks. So they all made fun of him. I think his name was Chaka. But he was a stupid monk, and he was too stupid to do anything except sweep. And that was all he could be trusted with, because everything else was too complicated for him. But he was focused on his meditation practice, and while he swept the temple, the monastery, he became enlightened before all of the clever monks did, because they were all ambitious and worried about their careers and trying to make money and recruit followers. So they were upset when they found out that he became enlightened first, and they went and asked the teacher, why is this idiot enlightened and we're not? And, we all study the sacred texts, and all he does is sweep. And he said that while they were worried about all the things, he was sweeping the corners of his mind. So yeah, we're going to get started here in a minute. And again, please like this and share and subscribe to my channel, my content, so I can raise awareness about my situation and the other political prisoners in the USA and all over the world. And if you're just tuning in 2018 I went to Syria as a volunteer, and I had been in the army before that. I was in the airborne infantry, and I refused to deploy with them to Afghanistan because these guys in my unit had been bragging about committing war crimes in Afghanistan, and I refused to deploy with them to Iraq is what I meant to say. And they went to Iraq without me. They committed some war crimes and they got caught. I went AWOL before they deployed, and I ended up getting kicked out of the army. And I became a yoga teacher. I traveled around the USA, and I came back to Florida, and I just worked and lived here on and off the street, sometimes homeless because the summer times are very difficult in Tallahassee when all the students leave. And I would take my begging money and fight in jiu-jitsu tournaments. And that's where all of these medals came from, is while I was homeless, sometimes unemployed, sometimes working, sometimes getting an apartment. I even lived at a jiu-jitsu school, uh, and I would take any money that I could earn or beg, and I would fight in tournaments. And that's where I got all these medals. And then I found out that people were going to Syria to fight against ISIS as international volunteers. So this was after 2016. I went to a protest with some people because they asked me to. And while I was there in Gainesville protesting against Richard Spencer, some neo-Nazis who came to listen to him pulled up, shouted "Hail Hitler," and shot at my friends. And so that was my first experience with like Trump and politics. Before that, I stayed out of all of it. And when I came back from that, I started getting death threats from Tallahassee Nazis, and even threats from Leon County Sheriff Department, one of the sheriff deputies. One of his relatives was actually trying to harass me when I was a political prisoner, but he got in trouble for that. But I got fed up with all of this stuff going on in the US, and rather than act out here, I bought a plane ticket to Iraq, and I went to Syria and I fought against ISIS with the YPG International. And then after we beat them in Deir ez-Zor, I came back. And when I came back, I was continuously approached by undercover agents and informants trying to get me to like, one FBI agent tried to get me to rob a bank and modify firearms. Another one tried to get me to set a cop car on fire at a protest. You know, they will break into your apartment and try to plant stuff on your electronics. I'd come home and like find that my door had been forced open, you know, and like things like this all the time, pretty much continuously. That's why I have security cameras, like that one in the window behind me. But they can shut off the power if they want, you know. So, you know, yeah, the FBI agents told me that they were going to come for me hard knock style and kick my door open with guns blazing. And sure enough, you know, about a year later, I had been going to protests. I helped save some kid that got shot at a protest in Seattle. And I didn't even want to go to that protest, but this guy who turned out to be an informant dragged me along with him and insisted that we go to this protest. I came back to Tallahassee, and he insisted on tagging along, and you know, he basically set me up, and the FBI kicked my door down because of a Facebook post where I was encouraging people to defend their state capitals from Trump insurrectionists. Said if they try that where you live, if they try that here, you should defend the Capitol. And FBI SWAT team kicked my door down and took me to prison. And I did a year altogether in solitary confinement, which is considered torture by international law, by the UN, by NATO, and even by the USA. It's considered illegal and torture. And they would put people in my cell to attack me, and I had to defend myself. You know, so that's why I train, to defend myself against criminals. You know, I've been training my whole life, but that's why I continue to train, because people continue to approach me and try to get me to do illegal things. As soon as I got out of prison, some of the people who were on my defense committee turned out to be informants, and they were actively trying to get me to go commit illegal activities with them. And they were getting caught because the cops knew they were going to do it, because they were trying to get me to violate probation. And those same people, as soon as they were caught, they were arrested and then released. They went to trial and all the charges were dropped, which never happens unless you're an informant. So, you know, these people our informants here in Tallahassee, and they've been going through a lot of trouble trying to create situations to get me and other activists in trouble. So, you know, if you're in Tallahassee, you should be aware of that. Eric Champagne, this person called Sibylle, everyone associated with them is suspect. You know, they will get you in trouble. They will take you out to the woods, encourage you to fight against the police, and then leave you there with firearms and get you shot and killed by cops. Because that's what they did to other people. That's what they were trying to do with me. But I take all my aggression to martial arts, and I live non-violently. If I'm not at war, and I'm not at war. So, I'm about to get started, and we'll do this workout. It's raining outside. You're just sitting right on top of my notes. So yeah, I encourage you to join me for the workout. Eat healthy food. Eat your fruits and vegetables. Here we go. Kicks. Boxing. And if you don't know how to do these, just do left, right. Just kick, kick, punch, punch, just to stay moving. sure you move your hips and shoulders. Head movement. And then starting over. Squat and hook twice. Inside out. This is for arm drag, right? Or blocking. Hip throw for the legs. Oh no, for the core. So when it's for the core, I'm just folding. the coordination. 4, it's 3 punches. You shoot in for a clinch or clap the ears and then you kick. I try to just train stuff that I've done in real life that worked. So legs, we're going to squat and uppercut. From the fighting stance. Pummeling outside in for grappling. Some kickboxing. Takedown shot. Shooting for the takedown. One more. up to a knee cut guard pass. So if somebody's down in front of you and you need to pin them there, pass the guard and submit them. You want to put your knee across their leg and slide to their side. High knees. Did I skip a core exercise? I feel like I did. So we'll do 2 minutes of core now because I skipped one. So we're going to do armbar from the top position and sit up and switch sides. If their head was out here, their legs are here, my butt goes over the head. Okay. Full body cardio. We're going to do some freestyle. All the things. Take a roll. Head and arm choke. Isn't working. Circle to the back. Triangle choke from the back. Reset. Armbar, far side armbar, triangle from the top. And they roll us over. Triangle from the Coast Guard. Adjust. Switch to Dhammapada. Hip posture up. Triangle again. Dhammapada again. Back take. Triangle from the back. Okay. Legs, we're going to do a leg lock entry from standing. If they're in the open guard and you're standing, pinch one leg from a back step. Step between the legs, back step. Collect one leg, pinch it. Inside triangle, heel hook. Okay, body, we're going to do a shoulder press from lotus. So I'll put my legs in lotus and do a push-up. Next we're going to do Russian twist because we did that leg lock entry. So heel hook, core exercise. Okay, next I'm going to do a hip throw form, right? Solo drill for hip throws with the full body. So we start off pummeling, step deep, grab the belt, and throw. Got a belt grip and an arm grip at the end. Here, here. Okay. Legs. We're going to do karaoke footwork. This is a good way to skip into somebody's space for a hip throw. Skip in, right? Skip in, skip in. Dhammapada and the weighted throws. I'm going to do push up to armbar from side control. So if they're right here, their head's here, their legs are here. Push up to knee on belly, leg over the head, armbar, reset. Push up, knee on belly, far side armbar, reset. Push up, knee on belly, armbar, knee on belly, far side armbar. Okay. So we'll do Dhammapada exercise now. Shoulder lock with the legs on the closed guard. It's also a heel hook movement. If you put their heel out here, or their arm works the core, and it's good for both of those. Excuse me. So, we'll do some rolls. They talk about rolling from like a break fall, but I think about rolling from a hip throw. Like you grab somebody and you throw them and roll and land on top of them, right? Full body exercise. Backwards roll. Put your foot on their hips. Grab the collar. Roll backwards. All over one shoulder, not the middle. Okay. Ideally, no hands. the legs, we're going to do wrestling squat shuffle. All right, touch the ground. Back straight. Upper body. Push up to knee on belly. Lower arm bars from the back. Some more full body freestyle. Emphasis on the boxing combos. All right. Arm bar from the back. Sit up to triangle. Out to triangle. Reset. On the inside, you hook on the outside. Scramble. Side control. Scarf hold. Shoulder lock. North south. Kimura. Switch to armbar. Mounted triangle. leg exercise, hip throw squats. Squatting from the hip throw. So if I got someone loaded up here, row. Upper body. Push up to sit out. So if somebody sprawled on me, I'm going to sit out to get out from under them. Core. We're going to do triangles from the back. Let's see. I'm going to do one more round. Sprawls. Starting with standing for the legs. Upper body. Gonna push up and step back. Core. We're going to do a hip bump sit up. Alright? So I'm either going for Kimura, or guillotine, or the hip bump, whichever one they give me. Okay, so that's it for the workout. Now I'm going to do a short version of Ashtanga yoga. Change the music to something more chill. This is Ashtanga Yoga. I'm going to start and close with a Sanskrit mantra. And yeah, please like, share, and subscribe. Google me, look up Dan Baker combat footage or Dan Baker political prisoner, and you can read all about me in the news, Washington Post, The Intercept, and all the other ones. And yeah, spread the word. Thanks for watching. We'll do the yoga right now. Sandarshitas Padmas Kavapade Nirshayase Jangalikaya Mane Samsara Halahala Mahashantiye Abhavu Purushakaram Shankasakrasi Dharinam Sahasra Shirasam Shritam Pranamami Patanjalim Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale halfway up, exhale, hop back, bend the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look forward, inhale to hop or step to your hands. Halfway up, exhale down, pull the toes. Inhale, reach up, all the way. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, exhale and squat, touch the ground. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward all the way. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands. Hop or step back, bend the elbows. Long exhale, inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, arms up, long inhale. Exhale, all the way down, long. Exhale, step back, bend the elbows. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, arms up. Exhale, down, plant the hands, step back. Long exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, exhale. Hold for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, up, exhale, down. Squat, reach, inhale up. Exhale, the arms down. Inhale, exhale and fold. Reach for the big toes. Bend the elbows, bend the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, step on your hands. Toes to the wrist. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale halfway up, hands to the waist. Exhale, inhale all the way up. Short step back with the right foot. Triangle position. Twist, look up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look down. Inhale up. Switch the feet. Exhale down. Wide arms, look up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Down. Inhale, cartwheel up. Switch the feet. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Twist. Hand outside the foot. Look up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look down. Inhale, cartwheel up. Exhale down. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Opposite side. Look up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale the cartwheel up. Wide stance. Bend your right knee. Left arm over, reaching forward. Palm down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come up. Switch your feet. Exhale down. Reach forward. Extended side angle. 1, palm down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale up. Twist. Rotate opposite side. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Wide arms. Reach forward. Bend the right knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale up. Exhale, switch sides. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Right arms. Reach forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale up, wide arms, wide legs. Line up your toes. Exhale and fold. Hands on the ground. Head all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. hips. Inhale all the way. Exhale and fold. Hands on the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale up, wide arms, hands together behind the back. Inhale, squeeze the palms, exhale, fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale up, wide arms, float up. Exhale and fold, grab the big toes. Inhale, exhale, head to the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale up. Walk your feet in. Short triangle stance, hands behind the back. You can hug your elbows or go for a reverse prayer. Fold over the front leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale up. Exhale, rotate through. Inhale here. Exhale and fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale up, step together, hands together. Exhale, hands down. Reach out, take your big toe. Balance. 1, stare at one spot on the ground. 2, 3, grow roots. 4, 5, open the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale back to center. Exhale and fold. Take back your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, pelvis. Grab your foot and fold. Or you can do tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale up. Release your leg and switch. Slowly, gently. Take half lotus. Go for the bind. Fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale up. Chair pose. Squat, touch the ground. Sink the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hop back. Bend the elbows. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right foot forward. Warrior 1. Virabhadrasana. Look up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, switch. Exhale, bend the knee. Look up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, open the arms, hips and shoulders towards the long side of the mat. 1. Look at your middle finger. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale up. Exhale, switch your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cartwheel down. Bend the elbows. Inhale up. Exhale down. See if you can do a handstand. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cow pose. Knees to ears. Handstand. Lower weight in your arms. Don't let your head touch the ground. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lotus and fold for Yoga Mudra. Try to grab your feet or hug your elbows behind your back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. corpse pose for a few minutes. Your fingers and toes. Move your wrists and ankles, elbows and knees. Keep your eyes closed. Roll to one side and sit up. Sit comfortably for a few more breaths. And then rub your face. and slowly open your eyes. So yeah, that's the whole routine I try to do every day. Meditation, martial arts, and yoga. And you're welcome to watch it again in your own time. Try to practice each exercise. Please share this, like, and subscribe. And look me up. Google me, Dan Baker, political prisoner. Dan Baker, combat footage. And raise awareness about my situation, because I was a political prisoner for 2.5 years here in the USA for a Facebook post I made about defending the Capitol from insurrectionists. And I'm still on probation. I've been out for a whole year. And as of today, I've been out for a year. I've been free on probation. So we've applied to end my probation, and we'll see how that goes. But it would help if we raise awareness about the situation. So, you know, if you enjoyed this, if you follow along in practice, then like, share, and subscribe. Tell people about me and the stuff I've been through. If you stand for the same things, especially considering the upcoming election. And just be aware that it could happen to you. And if the election goes one way, it will happen to you too. So, you know, go out and vote. If you don't want to end up in solitary confinement for a whole year, like I did, end up a political prisoner for years on end, because I'm no longer allowed to vote, because of a Facebook post about defending this country from people who want to overthrow election results. And since I've been out, far-right people have been continuously approaching me, trying to entrap me and set me up. All kinds of crazy, creepy stuff. People inviting me to go along with them in illegal activities where they'd obviously be caught. And they were caught, and then the charges were dropped and they were released. And these are the same people who were present when I was arrested for my Facebook post by an FBI SWAT team. And they were not arrested even though they were there holding onto my shotgun. You know, so people are still targeting me for harassment when I'm at work, when I'm at home. People have come around to my apartment in the middle of the night trying to get in. I've posted videos on my YouTube of that. People have moved in next to me trying to cause problems, and then moved out again because they caused too much problems. They were evicted. People have shown up where I was volunteering, trying to fight me while I was feeding homeless people. People have showed up where I was working, trying to introduce me to their children. So far-right people will even use their own children to try to entrap people who they disagree with politically, as disgusting as that is. You know, so I'm trying to raise awareness about these things, because if you stand up for anything, you're going to have enemies, but you should still stand up for what you believe in. And yeah, so that's all. Like, share, and subscribe, please. Look me up. Google me, Dan Baker combat footage, or Dan Baker political prisoner. And yeah, spread the word. Remember to go out and vote. Anyone but Trump.